For several years now, we've brought you stories of Sparks resident Mitka Kalinski. Mr. Kalinski survived the Holocaust as a child slave on a Nazi soldier's farm. Well, last week he fulfilled his decades-long wish to visit the Holocaust Museum.
And our Andi Cassinari traveled with him. It's a trip made possible by Honor Flight Nevada. And for this week, Someone to Know joined Mitka as he steps back some 80 years in time. We will warn you, much of what you will see and hear is very upsetting.
The sights and sounds are immediately evocative and intense. And for Holocaust survivor Mitka Kalinski.
Oh, did it ever bring memories back? Gee.
The U.S. Holocaust Museum is a living memorial to the persecution and murder of 6 million European Jews by the Nazi regime between 1933 and 1945. Mitka Kalinski is a living witness. His story begins as a Jewish child in Poland.
That's when my mother was burned alive in 1939. I became an orphan.
At an orphanage, then a boarding school in Soviet Ukraine, Kalinski escaped death several times as the Nazis continued their ethnic cleansing. When Mitka was about 6 or 7 years old, he remembers being packed with others inside a cattle wagon like this one.
How can you forget cattle wagon when I'm inside?
The Nazis used locked windowless cattle wagons to deport and transport the Jewish people to ghettos and concentration camps.
See, I survived out of that cattle wagon. Here, you're looking at me.
Some of Mitka's questions may forever remain unanswered.
Those people that were with me, what happened to them?
Historians say upwards of 17 million people died during the Holocaust. Mitka survived when a Nazi soldier put him to work as a child slave on his farm. In 1945, the Allied forces of World War II began to free captives.
I was liberated in 1945 from General Patton.
There was a lot to take in at the U.S. Holocaust Memorial Museum, and Mitka handled it with his signature stoicism. After the tour, Kalinski sat for an in-depth interview with an oral historian.
It's very important to me to do that because I lost my family to Hitler.
Especially important, adds Kalinski, to make sure kids know the truth about the Holocaust.
To teach the kids the same age as I was when I was in Germany.
A memory Mitka promises to share as often as necessary for as long as he is able.
If you would like to learn more about Mr. Kalinski, his book called Mitka's Secret is available for purchase, and we do have a link for that and links to the Holocaust Museum and Honor Flight Nevada posted with the online version of this story at 2news.com. That's our Someone to Know.